I think this has got a good chance to be the worst hunting show ever.
You know how many hits we're gonna get?
I know.
Tens of hits.
That's the Russ and Jud Outdoor Show.
Hey, with Jeff.
Oh, I forgot. With Jeff. We're glad to be back and to see everyone here and be able to tell some of our stories and journal our adventures in the outdoors, give a historical reference to our friends and family, show our love of the outdoors, and try and educate people a little bit about why we love to hunt and fish and do some of the other outdoor things we like to do. Russell?
Please start.
And pausing. Russell is going to introduce our show today. Russ?
Well, today we've got Janet Holcomb, First Lady of Indiana.
Fortunately, we've had the opportunity to hunt with the First Lady, Janet Holcomb, numerous times. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she could do. So I'd like to introduce you to our special guest, Janet Holcomb, the First Lady of Indiana.
Hey,
Welcome.
thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being on the show. Where do you live at right now?
Indianapolis, and more specifically, we live in the governor's residence.
What does your husband do?
He runs the state, Russell.
Oh.
In 2019, I was invited to participate in the Wyoming Women's Antelope Hunt. And that is an event in Wyoming that gets women involved in hunting, and it's kind of an introductory event for women who haven't hunted a lot, which definitely fit me at that point, and I successfully harvested my first antelope. Also in 2019, I did an elk hunt in Colorado. I was guided by a well-known elk guide in southeastern Colorado, Johnny Hamilton. I was hosted by a female hunter named Chrissy Titus.
There's no, man, I'm just hoping we can get an elk to bugle for you this week. I'm just crossing my fingers.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too.
In 2022, I went to the Yukon and I did my first sheep hunt. I harvested a beautiful doll ram that is 14 years old. I was out in some pretty remote terrain. As miserable as it was at times, I absolutely loved it.
Janet, can I ask a question? You had some special friends with you. Can you just kind of give a quick hit on them?
I can. So I have some great friends from southern Indiana, Jim and Leanne Craig. And Jim has been a sheep hunter for over 50 years. Jim has been my mentor in starting the sheep hunt.
That's great. Rusty, you got anything else down there?
That's all I have.
All right. Now we have the hunting update from some of our popular magazines and other hunting and fishing media. Hey, outdoor friends, I was just reading my Bugle Elk Country in the Hunt. It reminded me to say happy birthday to the Rocky Mountain Outdoor. Yeah. Happy 40th to the Rocky Mountain Outdoor people. Hey, outdoor friends, look, I got my bugle. Hey, outdoor friends, happy 40th to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation from the Russ and Jud Outdoor Show with Jeff. Almost 9 million acres of habitat conserved for the elk and every other creature so far in the last 4 decades of work by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation's dedication to conservation and supporting regulated hunting is a win-win for North American outdoor enthusiasts. They have over 200,000 plus active members. One of their neat programs they did was in 1997, there were 0 elk in Kentucky. Today there are 13,000 elk, one of the largest herds east of the Mississippi. The elk have been gone for over 200 years when they were planted in 1997 with the help of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. Again, happy birthday from the Russ and Jud Outdoor Show with Jeff to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation.
Let's take it over to the news desk with Judd Fisher for the environmental update.
Hi outdoor friends, I'm here to talk about the Pittman-Robertson Act. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed the act in 1937. It was to restore, manage, and enhance wildlife habitat. It is funded by 11% tax on rifles, shotguns, and ammo, and 10% on handguns. Since 1937, $25 billion has been spent on wildlife habitat restoration management and enhancement through the Act. In 2023 alone, there was a record $1.2 billion spent on restoration management and enhancement of wildlife habitat. Remember, the Pittman-Robertson Act is something that helps keep our outdoor areas ready for us and our outdoor pursuits.
Camp Atterbury in southern Indiana is a military bases here that we have throughout the state. But once a year, the Adjutant General invites a handful of people out, actually about 250 people out, and we scout one day and then hunt the next. It's a great time. It's a great event.
They have an overabundance of deer. They need to keep the population down so they're not overgrazing and everything. And so they're trying to get people in there to take out both bucks and does. They do a couple different hunts every year. It's for the health of the property and the deer themselves, so they don't eat themselves out of house and home. You get to scout one day, hunt one day, so when you look at it, we've only hunted there about 12 days total.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, you're right. About a decade or so, 12 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've had some success there. Can you, tell a little bit about the deer you've shot down there?
So the 12 years I've been there, or we've been going, I believe I've harvested about 3, all bucks. And fortunately, one year, I actually was able to harvest my buck, text you on the phone. I actually climbed down, and not too long after that, you came over and sat in the same tree. Remember that?
Yeah, that was amazing. You field dressed your deer right in front of me as I climbed the tree and got settled, and about an hour and a half later, I took a deer out of the same tree. It was awesome.
Yes, I was on my way back to the truck, got settled in, was gonna take a little nap. Next thing I know, bam! Judd kills one. It's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty rugged terrain, and we've kind of seen a little bit of everything there, from just the accommodations to the different rolling areas and wooded areas we've been in. Pretty deep woods that we've hunted in.
It's very thick, very thick.
I've been lucky enough to take 2 deer there. You know, we always talk about it being over a decade and only 2 deer and you 3 deer, but when you look at it as only 12 total hunts, that's a pretty good,
Those are good odds.
ratio. Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
Really fortunate to be able to do that hunt, and it's been fun with a lot of different guys that we've gone with down there and all the people we've met. Hope to keep doing it for a few more years.
Absolutely, yes.
Really, that's about it for today. You guys good? Any last things to say?
I think we're good. Appreciate you being with us. Alexa, turn on the heat.